You've been mother for your whole life since 1980, 8 years as First Lady, 8 years as Senator, and of course 4 years now as Secretary of State. Will we ever get to see you as President of the United States?
Well, that's not anything I'm at all thinking about. I think the job I have now is incredibly demanding, and I'm 100% focused on it. And in our country, when you're in the Secretary of State position, you're out of politics. So I'm not involved in our domestic politics at all. And that's fine with me because this job is so demanding.
You've given up hope to be the First Lady President?
Well, I've got a very demanding and exciting job right now. And I'm not somebody who looks ahead. I don't know, but I doubt very much that anything like that will ever be part of my life.
So it's wait and see.
No.
Never say never.
Well, I am saying no because I have a very committed attitude toward the job I'm doing now. And so that's not anything that is at all on my radar screen.
If you had a choice...
you are very persistent.
Because you're curious,
Oh, yes.
That, you were running such an exciting campaign. We were watching you. And a lot of us thought, you're going to make it.
So did I.
So what was the biggest mistake?
Oh, gosh, I'm not going to go back and look at all that. We don't have enough time to talk about those.
All right.
There were plenty of them, though, to be sure.
No, when I was going to ask you if you had a choice, meaning that if you had been given the choice to choose between Secretary of State, Education, Energy, perhaps you might have second thoughts.
No, I don't really. I think those are very important jobs. I've done a lot of work in both of them. But, the Secretary of State has such an important role in representing our country and the President to the world. And it's something that I'd had a lot of experience in. I'd already been to a country like Thailand. I'd already been to visit many places, not just the governmental, official residences, but to go to Chiang Rai and Chiang Mai and see people and how they were living and what they were doing, and to create a lot of the structure for women's empowerment around the world, which is something that I've worked on very, very hard. So I felt really well equipped and ready to take on that job.
So no hesitation.
Well, once I tried to, unsuccessfully to talk the president out of offering it to me. Once it was clearly offered, I said, absolutely, I'll sign up.
Our Prime Minister, Abhisit Vejjajiva, has been called by some people Obama. Not Obama, Obama. His nickname is Mark. And there are similarities between the two. They are young.
Right.
The rise to the top is dramatic.
They're both Democrats.
Democrats. You met him for half an hour, so do you think he's really Obama?
Well, I don't think it's fair to compare any leader to any other leader because everyone is such an individual. But some of the characteristics you mentioned, there is a whole new generation of young leaders, younger than us.
Sorry to say.
Yeah, sorry to say. But they are very dynamic. They care a lot. They're working hard. Obviously, the political situation varies from country to country, but I'm impressed with the number of these young leaders that are coming up. And I hope that they, like all generations, learn from the mistakes of the prior generation, and that they'll make their own mistakes, of course, but that they understand that really government has to produce for people, especially in a democracy. You have to demonstrate that there is a hope for change in helping people lift themselves out of poverty and having a view or an aspiration for their children. And I think if leaders keep working on that, then there'll be a lot of leaders like President Obama that come to politics with a really strong story and carry through working hard, and that's what we want to see more of.
A final remark to the audience, Secretary?
Especially young students here, a lot of young ladies who may aspire to be the next Hillary Clinton of Thailand. What would be your advice for them now to prepare themselves for public offices? What would be the main requirements?
I think three. I think first, education is the best insurance policy to prepare you for whatever happens in the future. And this goes for young men as well as young women. I mean, pursuing your education, challenging yourself, really preparing for the complexities of this new century that we're in. Secondly, I think if you are interested in going into politics, to expand your experiences beyond those that are already a part of your life. If you were raised in a certain way, in a certain community, get out of that. You know, do public service, do charitable work. Meet people who don't have the opportunities that you do, whose families were not able to send them to good schools or even let them stay in school. And really begin to feel a part of the broader population of your country and really of the world, because I think leadership in the future is going to require that kind of base of understanding to be successful. And finally, don't try to be me or anybody else. Be yourself. Be who you are and the best you can be. Because often when people come up and tell me that, you know, I'm a role model and all of that, I say, well, thank you very much, but you know, my life is different from yours by definition. No two lives are the same. So you have to pursue what's in your heart. And it's not always easy, but you have to do it to be true to yourself. And I think that's based on a lot of watching lives unfold over the course of my own lifetime. And I wish all the young people here well. Thailand needs you. They need your energy and your commitment, your intelligence, and your dedication to your country's future. And I'm very, very pleased that I had this chance to talk with all of you today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Oh, sure. Hello, how are you?
ลุกขึ้นมาจับมือหน่อยสิลุกขึ้นมาสิ